YouTube. What's up with the YouTube, man? Man, I'm just out here chilling on the porch, having me a good little morning. Just had me a morning run, and I just want to come to y'all to give y'all a message, cause I haven't been giving y'all messages. I've been talking about nothing but credit, and I want to give y'all some messages and the stuff I've been learning as I've been getting mentors and stuff like that. So one thing a mentor told me was, what you cannot fast from, you become a slave to. What you cannot fast from, you become a slave to it. And that's so big, man. I recently been on a water fast. I haven't eaten anything in 3 days. The only thing I broke my diet with was water. And when he told me that, man, it resonated with me because it's so true, because we all struggle with things that we cannot fast from. Like, some of us can't even go a day without eating. So that means you're a slave to food because you cannot fast from food. Some of us can't go days and weeks without having sex. We can't go days and weeks without, playing a video game or going to the club, talking on the phone. Just the normal things that we do on our everyday life. So one message I want to give people is that, man, what you cannot fast from, you become a slave to it. So you got to pick out all the things that you do every day. Pick out your habits, your bad habits, as well as your good habits. And choose what you need to fast from. Choose the things that you feel like, I don't need too much of this. You see what I'm saying? A lot of dudes, I tell my partners all the time, man, I be like, man, we don't want it. We don't want it enough. We ain't hungry enough. You see what I'm saying? We got to put our backs up against the wall. Let's not eat for a day or two. You see what I'm saying? Let's wake up hungry. You know what I'm saying? So, cause when you wake up hungry, when you go to sleep and your stomach hungry, you wake up on that shit. You see what I'm saying? So, that's just a message. That's just what I'm trying to get into people's heads is what you cannot fast from, you become a slave to. A lot of niggas can't even go a day without talking to their girl. They can't go a full day without talking to their girl. So that means you a slave to your girl. You see what I'm saying? You can't go a day without talking to somebody. Somebody feel like if you go a day without talking to them, that you don't love them no more, that you don't care for them, you got different aspirations for our relationships and stuff like that. Like, you a slave to your own girl. Some dudes are slaves to their own wives. Some dudes can't get away from their wives. What type of life is that? You married, you happily married or whatever, but you a slave to her. She's a slave to you. You don't even give her the opportunity to travel. You don't give her the opportunity to go a day without talking to you, to fast from you. So what type of lifestyle does that really promote? What type of lifestyle does that really, what does that really tell us about ourselves? So there's one thing, man, that I just had to get out my chest, man, because I've been doing this fast. I've been fasting from food. Only thing I've been consuming in my body is liquid, which is water. So it's just a morning message, man, I got for YouTube today, man. And I'm always gonna start coming with messages, man. Whatever pop into my head and I feel like somebody can relate to it or somebody need to hear that, I'm gonna bring it to y'all, man. That's what I had to come with today. And it's so real because, we get so caught up in today's world. We get so caught up in how things, should go in our lives, and we don't step back and see what we having too much of. You know what I'm saying? I struggle with fasting from marijuana. I smoked every day, if not every other day. You see what I'm saying? And that's been a part of my fast. No weed, no sex. No talking on the phone. I don't want to text. What I'm texting for, what we talking for. You see what I'm saying? My back against the wall. I'm working. I'm hungry. I'm motivated. I'm not eating. You see what I'm saying? I'm not eating till my body is pure. My body is clean. I'm not having sex. I want to keep my body clean. I want to keep my body pure. I'm not smoking weed. I'm not playing video games when I'm fasting. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta adjust our lives to what have we become slaves to. If you feel like you need a fast from your spouse, let your spouse know that. Feel like, man, we've been giving each other too much of each other, and that's a big part. That's a big fail in relationships. You give too much of yourself to another person instead of giving it all to yourself, or giving more of it to yourself, and helping them understand that sometimes I'm gonna have to get all of me to me. So, man, that's just something to think about, man. What can't you fast from? What I suggest everybody to do, man, is to write out on a piece of paper your bad habits and your good habits. But you focus on the bad habits. And what are the bad habits that you got? And be honest about it too. Like, if you smoke every day, that's a bad habit. I mean, I understand it may not do nothing to you. You ain't overdosing or nothing like that. But if you doing drugs every day, you drinking every day, that's a bad habit. So you gotta fast from that. I ain't saying, do as you please as a grown person, but you gotta fast from it. And you gotta be aware of the things that you couldn't fast from. If you eating every day, you don't have to eat every day. You don't have to eat 2-3 times a day. That's a myth. What about the things you put in? What about the things you put in your body that's not correct? You don't even know you eating so much. You overeating. You abusing food. A lot of us are addicted to food. I've been addicted to food. Different types of food. I want to eat seafood all the time. I want to eat good every day. You see what I'm saying? So, man, that's the message I came with y'all with for today. Man, I just been doing my morning run, and I had to think about that. And I had to come to y'all because, y'all are who I've been to. Y'all are who I come to. My subscribers, people who watching. Even if you're not subscribing, if you just roll across my video and you just see something, you see this title and see, man, what he mean by that? What he mean by what you cannot fast from, you become a slave to. So I appreciate y'all checking out this video. Man, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm gonna come with y'all every now and again with some morning messages. Follow me on my YouTube page, my TikTok page, my Instagram page at _OG Fred, always, man, on all platforms. And, y'all have a blessed one.